What's up, guys? This is the moment of truth. So I'm here with, we'll call him Mac, to protect his identity, but he has the title in hand. I've seen it with my own eyes, and he even was a stand-up guy and even brought the spare key, which was amazing. So I want to introduce you. This is Mac, and this is his story.
All right, well, hey guys. Well, finally meet Matt in real person here. We've been kind of talking over the phone, texting and emailing back and forth for a while. I guess time to tell a little bit about my side of the story. So I got my little red Ferrari 360 back in 2013. Actually at that time I was actually just looking for a nice little sports car. I was going to get a Porsche or BMW. And then I just kind of drive by a second-hand exotic car place, and it just red Ferrari was just sitting there. I was like, you know what, I had to get it. And I looked around a little bit for similar cars, but that one just had the the best red tan color, better maintained. So I just kind of jumped in and paid cash and bought it. Since then, I definitely enjoyed it quite a bit. I just spent quite a few bucks in the beginning to fix the ashtray, upgrade that to a carbon fiber cup holder, which is very, very useful in a sports car. You can drive for anything more than 30 minutes. Get some carbon fiber pedals, some new wheels to match the whole thing. But then, as time goes on, you kind of get married, settle down, have kids. I just don't have time to drive your, little hot sports car anymore. So, and then it was, been sitting in my garage, and then pandemic was hitting. So I really didn't have time to take it out. Kind of forgot about it in terms of maintenance. I had a very nice battery tender set up with the thing, so I didn't think it would be much issue. But then, after like a year or so sitting in my garage, I was like, you know what? I need to take it out, do some maintenance. Maybe I can just drive around a little bit. And I found out my battery's dead. So, and it was a hassle determining if I'm going to drive it. I towed it for 40, 50 miles to the Ferrari dealer, or CNC Motors was only like 20, 30 miles away from me. And I did almost bought a car from them a while back before. So, they were fairly well known in the area. And, I talked to them, they said, oh, you know what, we'll, that's still within your insurance tow. They can get your tow for free. And then, they can get the battery fixed. And then they're like, do you want to sell your car? You want to keep it or something? And I was like, I haven't driven it for quite a while. And the pandemic was going on. And I was like, I don't want to just keep sitting there. Maybe I'll just maybe fix and sell it to somebody who needs it more. I think it was his name, Joe. Yeah. He's like, just come in and, we'll fix a few things and then we'll release it, no problem. And then, of course, when I start signing, he's like, you got to fix this, tires, you got to fix the wipers, you got to fix all this in there. So, and then, back and forth so many times, I was like, okay, fine, I'll just fix everything so they can sell it for me. He told me, he'll get the best price and sell it right off. And, he has a few of the car, but yours is kind of nicer condition, which I trust the guy, it was, and then, one thing got a little fishy though. He told me that, why don't you leave the title here? We can get things done fixed quickly, easily. Just sign off. We'll take care of it for you. And I was like, I do want to make it. Now, my understanding after back and forth conversation is that he's going to get the best price he has, and he'll give me a call. And as long as I agree with it, I'll just come down, sign off, release card to the buyer. Yeah. And so he was paying, kind of so much pressure. You can leave the title here so we can get things done quickly. So I said, okay, fine. I'll leave the title here to make things easier, but I'm not going to sign it because I think, it should be money in my pocket before I sign the whole thing, right? But then they've been in the business there for 30 plus years. So, I think it's very reputable. Even before that, I did talk to a couple other smaller second car dealers. I wasn't so sure because they were kind of smaller, and some things are just iffy. They were like, oh yeah, we can only do, say, we can do this. You set a certain price. Anything above a certain price, everything's to us. Versus at least them just say, okay, you know what, we'll just you can have a price where minimum you'll sell, below that won't sell it, and then above that they take a whatever percentage, which I thought was more reasonable, you know. And then of course there's one of the largest secondhand exotic car shop around, so I didn't think it would be a big issue. So now this was like back in December of 2019, right?
Yes.
Yes, 2019. So I left my car there, you know, and then I kind of texted them a few times. I didn't hear anything back, and I called them. They said, "Oh, you're busy selling car." You know, okay, fine. You know, maybe just hadn't sold it. And I checked the website. Of course, my car was still listed there. So eventually, I find out. Well, by February, I was, you know, notified my lawyer, and I of course heard from online that he basically came for bankruptcy. So at that point, of course, I'm in a bind, which my lawyer said, "Hey, you know, we got to talk, see how much further you want to push." With the bankruptcy protection, obviously, a lot of those assets were pretty much not accessible at that point, you know. Now, at that point, I'm glad I heard from you, which mentioned to me that there is a adjustment agreement coming from California Motor Vehicle Recovery,
Yes.
which I accidentally, or was my wife put in the little box there out there in the garage I didn't see. Well, probably my fault too for not checking it often, you know. So, and then I saw it, I said, oh, okay, so, and then, you know, I contemplate about exactly how much you want to chase after. I just don't have the, you know, obviously energy. And, you know, financially, you just look at how much more money you want to put in there to get already a small pot of money back. So eventually, you know, I talked to you and say, okay, you know what? You know, it was a reasonable adjustment. That definitely did not not going to get all the funds that should be due to me, but at least it is something than nothing, right?
Yeah.
But at the time, I already put in a good $10,000 or $20,000 into lawyer fees already, you know. So I know it's such a pain. But on the other hand, I was thinking is that how come those white-collar crimes, the person who committed them, almost really like slap on the wrist, almost nothing. You know?
It's like he's untouchable.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing: somebody walk into a gas station, ask for a $20 bill, and run off. He's going to go to jail right away. Mm-hmm. I mean, this guy probably owes probably hundreds of millions of dollars of people. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, at that time, you know, I was hoping either, hopefully, I could use that extra money to pay off my work a little bit to help with the interest and stuff. Since, you know, with the pandemic, everything, you know, everybody's a little tight there. Yeah, that didn't happen. I was actually hoping to use that money to pay down a little bit on the mortgage to refinance it to get a better rates and stuff. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. You know, it would have been very helpful if I can get that sold in the, you know, with the 3-4 months of period of time that he told me would be sold, which did get sold, actually even quicker than, you know.
Yeah.
And I think you already talked to them back in December, right?
I was actually emailing them about another Ferrari that had the same mileage, same red and tan. They had sold it to someone. I interviewed him on my channel as well. And then yours was left, and I was like, yeah, I'll take that one.
Okay.
And so, yeah. Then they originally sold it for $79, but then I talked it down to $75.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, well.
Thank you, Mac, for
yeah, sure, man.
for sharing your story.
Well, that's the other side.
There's the other side, folks.